Good morning, everybody. Uneducated economist here. Let me ask you guys something. You ever hear of these names? Brian Brooks, Fannie Mae Counsel? Or how about Jeff Horowitz, Global Head of Compliance at Pershing? David Marcus was VP of Messaging Product at Facebook? Or how about Tina Bhatnagar? I'm sure I got that name wrong. Bhatnagar, former VP of Operations for Twitter. You know what all these people have in common is that they have all taken a position, or at least a temporary part-time position, at Coinbase. And if you're not familiar with Coinbase, Coinbase is the cryptocurrency exchange where you can buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Yeah, so this Brian Brooks, he took a position as the Coinbase chief legal officer, and that Jeff Horowitz guy, that dude wrote anti-money laundering programs for Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, Salomon Brothers, and was a banking regulator for the FDIC. David Marcus, that guy was a former president of PayPal. So Brian, Jeff, David, and Tina all found that it would behoove their career to take a position up at a cryptocurrency exchange. It's pretty telling, guys. Anyway, this is what else I found. Mobi. Have you ever heard of Mobi? M-O-B-I. This is the Mobility Open Blockchain Initiative. These guys are going to bring blockchain, using blockchain to make mobility safer, greener, and more accessible. I didn't know what that meant, so I went through their website, and as far as I can tell, they're going to bring blockchain technology to just about every single aspect of transportation there is. Check it out. It's crazy. And they're partnered up with people like BMW, Ford, and GM, right? So some big names are getting their hands into the blockchain technology, and they're going in using this Mobility Open Blockchain Initiative. And they have sponsors like IBM. And if you check out IBM is working with Stellar Lumens, and Stellar Lumens... they're working with Stellar Lumens to build what's called stable coins. And stable coins is where you can trade like a US dollar straight over for a stable coin and then send that stable coin using the Stellar Lumens network. It's quite fascinating. You should check it out. IBM Blockchain. They're working with all kinds of corporations. And then New York Stock Exchange. You guys heard of the New York Stock Exchange. The owner of the New York Stock Exchange is a company called ICE, Intercontinental Exchange. And now the ICE is opening up their own cryptocurrency exchange. They're going to do it at the end of January, and it's called Bakkt, B-A-K-K-T, Bakkt. So yeah, the New York Stock Exchange owners are getting into cryptocurrencies. IBM is going heavy into blockchain technologies using Stellar Lumens. Companies like BMW, Ford, and GM are getting their hands in with the Mobile Open Blockchain Initiative. And these guys, these high-up positions inside of like Twitter and Facebook, Brian Brooks, Jeff, David, and Tina, they're all getting their hands into the cryptocurrencies as well. So this is pretty telling, guys. Even though we have a huge bloodbath going on in cryptocurrencies, if you have followed cryptocurrencies for any length of time, you would know that volatility is so characteristic of this. This is what cryptocurrencies do. And then if you want to go and Google something a little farther, check this out. Glenn Hutchins. Google Glenn Hutchins. This guy is heavily into all forms of money, from the Federal Reserve to everything, right? I mean, this guy is in it. And then after you Google Glenn Hutchins, Google Digital Currency Group, right? Because he's involved with the Digital Currency Group. Check out all the things that Glenn Hutchins is involved in, and then check out the Digital Currency Group, and you'll be fascinated by what you find there. And then one other bit of information before I let you go, all right? And this is from the IMF, you know, the International Monetary Fund. Christine Lagarde had this to say about cryptocurrencies, that currencies could satisfy public goals or public policy goals, such as financial inclusion and security and consumer protection, and provide what the private sector cannot, privacy and payments. Right? She goes on to say, in her opinion, the issue of state-backed digital currencies would be in line with the expectations of the modern consumers, who increasingly expect money to not only be secure and easily usable like conventional cash, but also to be easily integrated in with social media. Kind of says something about that David Marcus guy, right? Anyway, thought those were pretty interesting points, considering that we're in the bloodbath right now of cryptocurrencies, right? So still a major bull on cryptocurrencies. All right. If you get into cryptocurrencies, beware the volatility. It is extreme. And please do not put any more money in than you're willing to lose. I never have put more than $50 to $100 of crypto or money in towards cryptocurrencies at any given time. Okay. I know the volatility exists. I have experienced it in both ways. I have watched $5 grow to well over $100 in cryptocurrencies, and I've watched $100 go down to nothing. I've had all my cryptocurrencies stolen from me at one point through a faulty exchange called Cryptsy. Google it, check it out. Cryptsy, Cryptsy, right? I did. I had all my money in with those guys, or a bunch of money in with those guys, my crypto, my Bitcoin, and Dogecoin, and everything else. And one day I just couldn't log in anymore, and it was all over. So yeah, I've experienced a lot of the cryptocurrencies, and there's a lot of naysayers out there as far as cryptocurrencies go. But there's a lot of people, especially like the names I just read to you, who are getting in, and you know, it might behoove you to check out some of these things that I just told you to Google. All right, Uneducated Economist, still the major bull on cryptos.